According to the Federal Trade Commission, consumers report losing more than $10 billion to scams last year. As News 13's Kendall Thomas tells us, companies like PPL Electric want their customers to know how to protect themselves.
So sometimes it's embarrassing for the person. However, we're here to help. We're here to, try to get your funds back. And I think the biggest thing is, especially if the account's wiped out, not only do they feel embarrassed, now they have no money to pay for their regular bills.
These scammers never take a day off, so it's really important for our customers to be vigilant about imposter scams.
Online and phone scams make it easier than ever for unsuspecting people to become victims. Witter has some tips to help determine what's real and what's fake.
Slow down. If you get a phone call, someone comes door to door, remember that scammers pressure you to act fast. We always say to not trust caller ID because these scammers can make it look like the phone is coming from PPL Electric Utilities when it's not. So if you suspect that the call is not from us, don't be afraid to hang up immediately.
Right now, you're probably thinking, if me or someone else I know falls victim to a scam, what should I do? Your first step should be to immediately contact your bank.
From the banking side, whether it's debit card fraud or check fraud, the sooner you report it to the bank, the sooner we can assist you in unwinding that transaction.
Older people seem to be easier targets for scammers. They like to prey on their emotions as well as the person's mental state.
Unfortunately, the older population ends up being in some of these categories I just explained, which they're lonely, they're looking for a relationship, or they're confused about maybe what's going on.
Opila has dealt with scam victims and tells us it has major impacts on their lives.
When you sit down with the victims, at least the ones we interact with, sometimes they deny it, sometimes they don't want to see the truth because, as you mentioned, if it's a romance scam, they believe the person on the other end is really going to come visit them or come live with them.
If you or someone you know believes they have been scammed, you should notify your bank immediately so they can take the appropriate steps to fix the situation. In Jim Thorpe, Kendall Thomas, News 13.